Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Minecraft tutorial. I think I heard a spider. Well, that's a good start. Anyways, today we are gonna talk about villagers and the patch 1.14 because yes, this is the first video of actually patch 1.14 I'm gonna make because work is a pain in the butt. Oh hi! Work is a pain in the butt, and I don't really have that much time. Okay. So, yeah. We are continuing the Minecraft tutorial series, and we're gonna talk about the changes to villagers, or at least a few of the changes. So, what is different? Villagers nowadays will be starting, in most cases, as jobless, the so-called nitwits. They won't have any trades, they will just roam around doing nothing. But the player now can create tools that will determine what role the villagers will have. The so-called workstations, and there are quite a few of them. I already prepared a small exposition over here, so let's begin. Let's start with the first one. And we have the composter. The player can use it to create bone meal by tossing some dirt and plant materials and all that jazz. At least I think that's how it works. But the important thing is, it serves as a workstation for a villager. And this will create one of the farmer villager schools. Schools or professions, I guess. The villager will get to this point to renew his trades, because now the trades actually the trades are now going to be renewed once the villager goes to the station and works at it for a while. But yeah, this is for the farmer class villagers. Second one, the barrel. This one will allow you to get a fisherman. The player doesn't really have much of a use of it. It's just a basic ass container, really. Now, the campfire. This is not something that you will use for a villager, but it's a easy way to cook items. You can just plonk it, plus it will create this smoke signal. As you can see, it's somewhat neat. Plus, if we would plant a hay block underneath it, I mean, the smoke would go way higher up. The animation in this fact is kinda neat. But let's continue. This smithing table. For the player it has no use, but this is required for a villager to become a armor smith, toolsmith, or a weaponsmith. So yeah, this pretty much will allow you to create smiths in your village. Now then, next up, we have the blast furnace. This is pretty much a furnace, but it will smelt ores faster. However, you cannot cook anything else than ores in it. And I think stone would also work, but I haven't tried myself yet. Then we have the smoker, which is similar to the blast furnace, but it is used for food. The role is the same. Next up, the fleshing table. This is a workstation that the player cannot use, but it will allow a villager to become a fletcher. Now we have the loom. For the player, it will allow a quote-unquote easier application of patterns to banners, which is okay. And it will also allow a villager to start trading with wools, banners, all of the wool-related items, and cloth, I guess, related items. So yeah. The next chest. We have the lectern. This will allow the player to plant a book, which multiple people will be able to read. I believe that's the only function of it, sadly. Well, besides that, the villagers can use it as a workstation to become librarians. So if you're searching for a villager with enchantments, this is probably your pick. Next we have the good old cauldron. This will allow you to obtain the tanner, as in a person who takes care of leather related items. So leather chest, leather whatchamacallit, saddles for your horses, and so on and so forth. Stone cutter. The player can use it to cut blocks into different blocks. That's pretty much the easiest way to explain it. And a villager can become a mason, so he will sell various building blocks. And probably my favorite item now, the grindstone. Now this little baby will allow you to disenchant any item you have, right? And obtain the experience back from the item. It can also be used to repair items without actually damaging the tool, which is neat. The rule is the same, you still combine two items, although you cannot repair it using ores, I think. Though I haven't checked that one yet. But yeah, this is a great tool to actually regain some experience back, especially if you're adventuring a lot, and for example you're hunting pigmen like I often do. From time to time you obtain a enchanted golden sword or an enchanted golden piece of armor. Before smelting it in a furnace, you can toss it in on a grindstone and get the experience for the enchantment, which is neat. Now, the final chest, the cartography table. This will allow you to obtain a cartographer villager, and besides that, it is, well, it pretty much does things with your maps. For example, you can lock a map, or you can, well, copy the maps or expand the maps and all that jazz. It's pretty neat. There is also one more station with the alchemy table. And this one, if I heard correctly, will be able to sell you alchemical related things. Although I haven't tried that one yet, so I can't really say, and I'm one of those guys who don't really research much. But yeah, I will be testing those things out soon in the village we have over here. Actually, what? I didn't see the villager over there. Did I move him here already? Could be. And actually I would hear him if he was somewhere close, I guess. Hello? Villager, where are you? As you can see, the buildings are still empty. But yeah, not for long. When I get a little bit more time, I will create a lot of furniture, and this is going to be a pretty neat little community for the villagers. Oh, it's night already. Time to head off. Also, one thing worth noting. If you want to cook something, you cannot right-click on it, but you can toss items on it. Well, meat, for example. After a short while, it will be cooked. Get back! Back! Okay, there we go. Hello, Enderman. But yeah, this is it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video somewhat informative or interesting, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, and so on and so forth. Also, if I skipped anything, feel free to leave a comment down below. And I'll see you in the next episode, where we will possibly try to build a village, finally, a working village, and talk about the other features of the patch, like the invasions and the hero of the village thingy. Should be quite interesting. But anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!